All right. Hey there, and welcome to this episode where we're going to do an FAQ or frequently asked questions. And so this is a segment that I think I'm going to try to, do for a little bit. And basically, I want to create some kind of medium where, if you send me in or post up questions as comments and all the other stuff, all the questions we get, whether it's from, our direct messages on social to emails to comments on the videos. I wanted to create a series or a way where I can start answering some of those questions. Because to be transparent, I just don't have the bandwidth to go on and comment and respond to everyone. And just because we get so many, and so along obviously with all the energy and that we put into our people in our community and program is that's where most of my energy and attention is focused. So the question that we're going to talk about today is, why do I have, quote, these specific intrusive thoughts? And so obviously with OCD specifically, and I think anxiety as well, intrusive thoughts are just very common experience. And so the question that often gets people really stuck is, well, hey, why do I have this specific intrusive thought? Why do I have these themes? And the intention behind the question is generally like, if I understood why I had these, then it wouldn't bother me, or I would be able to resolve it because I understand it, right? So and to be transparent, this episode is not going to give you that clear answer, right? Because the reality is that it doesn't exist. Number one, you know intrusive thoughts are a normal part of human experience. In fact, I would just say thoughts are a normal part of human experience. The idea that they're intrusive is the idea that you are judging them, right? And that you're judging them as intrusive in the first place, right? And number two is they are generally something that doesn't reflect who you are. And, and that's why we identify them as ego dystonic, right? They're not a reflection of who you know yourself to be. Right. So why do I have these specific intrusive thoughts? And again, you can apply this to any theme. One of the intentions or kind of like, I guess presuppositions to this question is the idea that if I had a different type of intrusive thought, I would be okay. But these ones, they really bug me. And this is where you need to start looking at how you handle other types of intrusive thoughts, because most people with OCD and anxiety can recall, hey, I've had thoughts like that about, other people, what other themes have, but I just dismiss them. I brush them off. I don't let them, I don't ruminate on them. I don't obsess. I just kind of, again, have that dismissal attitude towards them. So why don't I obsess on that? Because you did that, right? Like there's the answer to your question. The reason you struggle with a specific theme is because you do a whole bunch of compulsions around this theme, right? And if you want, you can look to the most recent episode I did on Instagram ads and what they can teach us about OCD and anxiety. And once you understand, like it's just an algorithm. Like your brain's not working to try to hurt you, right? Or like sabotage you. It's just, as you do compulsions, you're reinforcing the idea that, hey, these thoughts are important, and by producing these thoughts, they somehow kept me safe. So the brain's learning, oh, well, I guess I should keep producing these thoughts because this must be helping, or this must be, you're rewarding it by engaging in those compulsions, which is then creating that whole dopamine circuit and that neuroplasticity, circuit of Hebb's law and all that stuff. And this is what happens, is that it doesn't matter the specific type of intrusive thought or the theme that you're having. Like, you have to let go of, you have a certain theme. Like that, I think that is some of the most harmful ideas out there when it comes to OCD and anxiety, is this idea that I have this theme, because it's, you just have a brain, right? You have health, you have mental health, just like everyone else. and letting go and letting go of trying to figure out why you have these specific intrusive thoughts. Instead, it's a much better strategy to just, again, treat them like any other intrusive thoughts or any other thoughts, just not take them so seriously, you know, as a general kind of rule of thumb, so to speak. So, yeah. So if you have questions and you're interested in me potentially just answering or looking into bringing them on as a FAQ for the week or a weekly frequently asked questions, I think this is something I'm going to try to do moving forward. So you can submit them, underneath the video. You can, message us on Instagram. You can email us. And again, like, it's not about emailing us every question you have. Like, we're like, that's not really the spirit of this, right? The spirit of this is really kind of like, hey, I know not everyone can participate in the 12-week program. I know participating in the workshops, but I want to actually answer direct questions, to the best of my ability, from time to time. So if you have a specific question, again, leaving them as comments on the videos, and hitting us up on Instagram, things like that, that would be a great place to do that. So hopefully this was helpful. And I look forward to continuing this segment. I think it will be a cool addition to the show. And then I might also be doing some interviews as well, where I bring on just people live and talking about recovery and all that other stuff. So might be some stuff coming up as well. So wish you guys a great week, and look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Take care.